crap game.
Bloody hell! What happened?
Eat it, fatty! Hi, I'm Curtis, and welcome to my guide on how to Tyrael. Now, for the sake of clarity and your brain cells, I'm not going to bore you with statistics, figures, and a 10-minute long video. So let's get right into it. Pick this talent build if you're a beginner. This will help you get used to the hero with a solid build. This is the talent build that I use, swapping out Reciprocate for Battle Momentum. Battle Momentum allows for more chase and escape potential as well as damage output. And this is the talent build to choose if you need to be mega tanky. I use this if I'm the only tank and need the survivability, need being the key word. Now let's talk about Tyrael's abilities. His trait, Archangel's Wrath. When Tyrael dies, he is still helping his team by exploding for up to 1000 damage depending on level in the area around him after 3.5 seconds. Basically it turns him into a holy hand grenade. Coupled with the first talent you pick, dying isn't so bad during a team fight. You shield your allies and you force the enemy to scatter around, making easy pickoffs for your team. Tyrael's Q. Eldruin's Might. Tyrael throws his sword at the target area, dealing damage, and this allows him to teleport to that location to deal more damage and slow the enemies around it. This ability is great for getting into and out of fights, and you can even no-scope with this ability, as well as escape over walls. Tyrael's W, Righteousness. Tyrael shields himself for 700 damage and his teammates for up to 80 damage for 4 seconds depending on level. This is a great ability because it allows Tyrael to not only be a frontline tank for his team, but also allows him to support his team during team fights. What more can you ask for? And it also helps save allies that are in trouble. Tyrael's E, Smite. Tyrael scorches the target area for moderate damage, but if you or your team run through it, you'll be granted 25% movement speed for 2 whole seconds. Now this is actually great for chasing and escaping, and it's also great for combos with your Q, as you can teleport to an enemy, smite onto them for extra burst damage, and it will allow you to chase after them. Tyrael's ultimate, Judgment. Now this is the only one you want to pick. The other talent, in my opinion, is rather shit. I'm just being honest, others will probably disagree, it's just my opinion, I just think the other one is crap, you just want Judgment. You charge at the target enemy, dealing minor damage, but you stun them for 1.5 seconds. And any enemies that are nearby get knocked away and also take some minor damage. This is a great ability for picking off enemies out of position. It's also good for 1 versus 1s and also shutting down enemy assassins mid-fight. It basically allows your team to set up some CC chains as well, and this can lead to winning team fights. The cooldown isn't even that long, especially with the level 20 talent, which gives it more range and a shorter cooldown. Just make sure your team are fully committed before you dive in. As Tyrael, never be afraid to dive in, as long as you know that your team are going to follow up. You should always be the first one into a fight and the last one out. Go all in as Tyrael, as you have the abilities to keep you fighting for a good duration, and even if you die, you shield your teammates and blow up in the enemy's faces. What more could you want? All in all, Tyrael is a great hero to learn if you want to play the warrior role. He's very mobile, he's got some great utility and team support, he's got decent damage and some nice CC. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did and you would like to see some more, let me know in the comments. And if you didn't, well, we can just both pretend this video never happened. Peace!